What's goody? What's goody? Whoa. Whoa. What? Oh my God. What are we? What did we just witness, you guys? What did we just witness? Talk to me. What did we just witness, please? What the hell did we just witness? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are y'all kidding me? Jalen Hurts just went out there and just played a good game. He played a really good game. Defense showed out. What the hell, you guys? Oh my! I'm at a loss right now. I don't know how to react. I'm geeking right now. Somebody, you guys, we're doing a call in. I'm about to put the link up right now. Oh man, let me put the link up right now. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm putting it up right now. I'm putting the link up right now. Lord have mercy. This game, man. This game. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I need to hear your thoughts now. That, like, listen, I'm sorry, B More. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. But he came out and balled, man. Listen, we better get my man Lenny D in here. Ayo, Lenny D.
Yo,
what did we just watch? Yo?
I don't know, bro.
God.
I will say this though. If I'm Lurie right now, I'm looking at Doug a little different because I seen a lot of stuff that I ain't seen him do with Wentz. I'm not gonna make it about. I'm not gonna make it about Wentz today, but I'm just saying I seen a lot more reverses. I seen this the most we ever ran the football,
bruh. We was calling plays I never seen before.
Yeah, I seen one play. I think they were switching and Hurts acted like he was tossing and he rolled out. I said, "Whoa, I ain't never seen that play before."
Bruh, it was some things Hurts was doing. Now let's keep it real. There were some plays that were similar, but there were times where I guess Hurts just did what Hurts does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's and I think just to be very unbiased and everything, try to keep my excitement at a bare minimum because it was a nail biter at the end of the day. But he came out and he dictated the pace early. He came out and dictated the pace early, and I had to give that man credit. He came out confident. He was poised. He didn't get sacked not one time.
Yeah,
he didn't get sacked not one time from the number one defense.
And that's the crazy part because I would say this game we relied on more of Hurts' legs than his arm because after he threw that first touchdown, it just seemed like nothing else was going in the passing game. But it just seemed like he was doing more running than he was passing, and that's what worked in his favor. So that's crazy.
Man. I agree, man. Like we're not, offensive side, defense played out of their minds.
Yeah.
Defense played out of their minds. Oh my goodness, man! Like I can't even.
And this
Josh Sweat, my man.
Yeah.
Bro, 2 sacks in the second half. One became a forced fumble. Man.
And this lies the question, like, what if? Because I know 9 times out of 10, or 10 times out of 9. 10 times out of 9, like Andre 3000 said, Hurts is starting next week. So what if he go out there and win again, and we win out and say, for instance, we win a division? What we do about next year?
I have no idea, and that's the weird thing about it, right? It's like as much as the win feels good to have because we haven't won in quite some time. When you really think about it, we're in an odd position we're in an odd position as a franchise, man. At the end of the day, we got Wentz locked up for so much more money, so many more years. And also, once again, you guys, if y'all in the live stream, make sure y'all like and share, man. It helps everything gets everywhere. I really appreciate you guys for locking in with your boy Tone the Shows the second with Chalk It Up. But you guys, man, like we're in a real weird position with this franchise, and with with Jalen Hurts doing well, it just makes the decisions that much harder in the future. If bro, the way the team rallied around Hurts was just you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it.
Yeah, you definitely can't ignore it. And I also saw a lot of, attentiveness towards Hurts when it came to Doug, and I just can't believe we won. I mean, like, I wanted us to win, but we came out there, and this is the first game I could say that offense and defense was firing at all cylinders. Like, we were stopping Michael Thomas, even though he had, himself a little game. We stopped.
Yeah, but he was the only target. You know what I'm saying? Michael Thomas was the only target that was actually doing work besides Emmanuel Sanders. And, we gave up deep balls on certain guys, but for the most part, Michael Thomas was the dominant target for you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Taysom Hill, exactly.
It's like, what do we do now? That's just like my main thing. Like, what do we do now?
Right, because the game, it does to win, so we get to feel good for the day. But our future is like very much fickle, man. Very much fickle.
I don't know if you noticed, but Lurie looked when he was in the press box, he looked like he was mad about something.
Bro, he looked pissed.
He was mad.
He looked like he saw something that just made him feel like just.
And I just told you, if I'm Lurie, I'm looking at Doug a little different, because what was you doing with Hurts that you couldn't do with Carson?
I don't know, man, and it doesn't help because Doug still like, it was situations where I'm like, Doug, bro, what are you doing? Like at the end, why do you got Hurts running the ball? Like just down it, get out of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Hurts, let's be honest, Hurts still wasn't that accurate at the end of the day. He was running. They had Hurts running a lot. The bottom line is the big difference was the running game. Our running game was stout all day, and that's the thing that needs to be discussed, because we ran the ball 18 times with Hurts, 14 times with Sanders. They both had over 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts was 17 for 30. So when you think about that, my man went exactly 56% from the for throwing the ball. He threw the ball 56%. Completion. For completion. So that's not good. That's for a quarter. That's not good.
And that's what I was saying. Like, I was making my video, then I saw you come on. I was like, I'm gonna go over here first. That's what I was saying in my video. Like, Hurts, performed well. Not to take nothing from Hurts, but it wasn't nothing like he did that popped off the screen. They were like, right. Oh, okay. It's just the fact that he could run. The run, his legs came into play that they had no answer for him every time he ran. But every time he got dropped back to pass, nobody was open, or they were sending the blitz at him. But as soon as he took out running, they couldn't stop him. So that's the crazy part, because Doug still coached a bad game.
Yeah, and Hurts's legs really was the joker in this game. It was times where Hurts's legs kept him alive just long enough to even get rid of the ball, or kept him alive long enough to find someone open. Hurts's legs was really the wild card, man. And I'm just, I'm happy for Hurts, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm happy. I'm happy that another black quarterback is finding success. And a lot of people thought this game was a trap game for him. A lot of people thought him going against the Saints wasn't a good game, and I felt different. I felt like this is the perfect game to find out who he is. This is the perfect game to find out what you have in him, to find out how mentally tough he is. Can he weather the storm? Is he capable of dealing with a team that's capable of coming back on you, which they did. And we managed to make plays even though we had crazy injuries, man. And I got to give Hurts credit at the end of the day. I got to give that man credit. I got to.
I saw that little chat right there where B More Philly said about he liked what he saw in Hurts, but it still don't change nothing about.
Right. Oh no, it doesn't change anything. Yeah, the bottom line is they did Wentz dirty, but I'm an Eagles fan first, so I'm going to support the guy throwing the ball.
Yeah, yes, and we like what we saw from Hurts too, but it don't change the fact what we like. That Carson Wentz still our franchise quarterback. It's just the fact that you saw something different, and it was just the running. we still want Wentz to be our franchise quarterback because they haven't given him a fair shot. What I mean by that, they still haven't given him a legit number one. You know what I'm saying? Because like even with Hurts, nobody was getting open. Nobody was really getting open.
Yeah, and that's why his completion percentage was low because no one really was getting open. He just made things happen with his legs for the most part. But I got to be honest, man. Like the way Hurts looked against this team,
yeah.
Like we got to ask ourselves a fair question. Just based off everything we've experienced all season, do we think Wentz would have delivered the same performance, if not better? Let's be honest with ourselves. Do we really think that?
That's a true question because, like you said, like I said, it was Hurts' legs that kept him in the game because it wasn't like Hurts was throwing like he had like 3 touchdown passes. No, he was just running with the ball. He had that 1 touchdown pass to Alshon, and then everything else the whole game he was running. He was either running for his life or a design play.
Right, and he was managing the game for the most part. And I got to give him credit. But listen, Lenny, I appreciate you for coming in the live stream, my guy. We got so many people coming in, bro. I got to get these people through. I'm so grateful for you, my man. Listen, this Jalen Hurts situation is bonkers, my guy. And it's going to be an interesting off season for us. I'll say that, man, because the rest of the season, who knows if we'll make the playoffs? Who knows if we even want to make the playoffs, honestly. But I'm grateful for you, my guy. Also, you guys, make sure y'all go check out Lenny D's YouTube channel. My man does Eagles content as well. Go show him love. He's up and coming just like myself, man. We all trying to eat. Let's get it, you guys. Lenny, I'm grateful for you, my guy.
Thank you, bro, for having me, bro.
You already know, man. Thank you. Infamous.
Don't remember. I remember what I said, bro. It was because I watched that Super Bowl game. Remember?
When
I woke up, I told you for the morning. I said I woke up watching the Super Bowl game, and I told you that's the time. I told you to him. Look, here's the thing. Hurts played a hell of a game. I'm not gonna take that away from him.
I gotta give respect. We gotta give him his flowers first,
bro. You know what? I'm deemed to play Hurts the greatest quarterback of all time. Bull made Alshon Jeffrey score a touchdown. I don't know
how he got Alshon open. I
don't see another quarterback in NFL history doing that. But for real though, as you mentioned, 56%, right? 56 completion percentage. Mm-hmm. I counted now. I don't know the exact number. I counted 9 rollouts.
I was keeping up with the rollouts too. I counted double digits.
No, you counted. So we like in the same range.
I was gonna say like give or take 10 rollouts.
Yeah. So my whole thing is that's 10 right there. We ran Wentz out twice the last 4 weeks. So it's like, okay, that's 1. 2, again with the play calling. Doug didn't call a great play call. Like if he was consistent, like how every drive we scored, if he was consistent like that, Doug called a hell of a game. But so it's like late. It's like he didn't know what to do. Like in certain situations, he didn't know what to do. The thing is, when you have our deepest throw was to I think it was to Alshon for 15 yards. That was the deepest throw all game.
Deepest throw was
because Alshon had 1 reception. And it was for 15 yards. I didn't. Actually, I think it was Greg Ward at the end of the game.
It was Rager, 39 yards. It was Rager.
Well, that's because I'm talking about like a ball deep where you caught the ball, like the ball was in your hand, because that Rager was like a slant, and then Rager took off.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
You get what I'm trying to say?
I see what you said. So that was definitely either Jeffrey or Ward. Definitely.
Yeah. So give or take 15 to 20 yards. When you do that, and the rest are 5, 6, 7 yards, what you do is the defense coordinator is going to start realizing, all right, let's crack down on these 5 and ends, bring down the safeties a little more, let these corners play man, and then the box is full. Now it's harder to do these run plays. That's why they had to stick true and start doing the sweeps to keep that defense honest, to keep them like, all right, you can't see that.
But why is it so hard for and again, this goes back to Doug. Like, why was it so hard for him to get this creative with the guy he had? Mm-hmm. I don't understand. I really don't understand because besides the mobility, now we got to be honest with this too. Besides the mobility, Hurts threw a very accurate ball today. Besides the ones that were on target, he put them where they needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I got to give him respect for that. Again, he went 56% on completions, but the ones that were caught, the ones that were they were very well put balls, and I got to give him respect for that.
Especially that Ertz one.
Right, yeah, bro. And they should have gave Ertz that. They should have gave him Ertz that.
But and, my question to you in the chat And
Mhm.
before you answer, I also want to justify something. If
Mhm.
Hurts couldn't run, right? Let's say he was like not a scrambling quarterback, we
Right.
would not have won this game, and
At
and
all.
and it would have been a blowout. Honestly, if Drew Brees was playing, I don't think we would have won the game regardless. But if Hurts couldn't roll out, if Wentz couldn't move out the pocket like that, we would have got absolutely destroyed. And the reason, and before you answer the question, I'm not going to take that away from Hurts because Hurts is a scrambling quarterback. I'm not going to say
Right.
what if because it's not an if game. It is he can move the
Right.
ball. But the
Right. Right.
reason
Right.
why I'm giving
He's
you
an improviser. Right. He's an
the
improviser.
reason why I'm giving you that analogy is because if you think Hurts, everyone says, "Oh, Hurts is a lot better than Wentz this year," or whatever your whole thing is. If Hurts is better, it's because of his legs. It's not because he has a better arm talent. His
Right.
accuracy, maybe just had an off game. Maybe I don't know, but off of what we've seen so far, his accuracy is actually worse. So in terms of completion percentage. So my whole thing is the only reason, and I've been saying this since the Packers game. If our O line is gonna be bad for a while, which I mean, I told Tone. Remember, I told you, I said the personnel. I feel like it was the personnel that made our O line bad. If
Right.
Hurts was
I
able,
agree. It's the combination, bro. This was the
Mhm.
O line today. It was Jordan Mailata.
Yeah, the
Uh,
best five
uh,
men out there.
and then at left guard it was Samalu. The center Jason Kelsey. Then right guard was Herbig. Then they had Driscoll. That's our best O line combination.
We had the
That's
best
our best O
personnel.
line. Right.
hmm
And then even if Driscoll's out there, a healthy Lane Johnson is great. So like it's like we've been mismanaging our personnel from the very beginning. From the very beginning.
hmm So my whole thing
And
is, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
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 it's
go
okay.
ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. So my whole thing is the O line gave Hurts 3.7 seconds today on average. Carson has 2.4 on average. Do you know what the fastest quarterback to release the ball? And did I tell you this already?
Big Ben,
I
I think
think,
you said earlier,
yeah,
right?
Big Ben. So he has less time than Big Ben, who's on record for the fastest to get the ball out of the pocket. So my whole thing is, if this O line continues to suck, then yes, Hurts is your quarterback. But I'm gonna say this until I'm proven wrong. Until Wentz goes to a team where he's used properly, I still think Wentz is the better quarterback. Right? If like let's say Rager, there's certain people you draft in drafts because they're good for your team, not because they're better than a certain other player. That's what I'm trying to
Right,
say.
right,
Now,
right.
if Wentz goes to Indy, and let's say he does do bad, which I don't believe he will, but let's say he does do bad, still the same mistakes, and the coaching staff is good, they're trying to help him. Then hey, I'm wrong on my take. I'm a man. I'm gonna admit that, right? You can't hit
Yeah,
on
right,
every
right,
take.
right. Right. It is what it is. Right.
Yeah, it is. I made a wrong mistake. Y'all were right. I'm gonna say it. Y'all want me to get on the stream one day and say it? I'll say it. But
Bro,
until
I
y'all
say it
practice,
too. I'll be like, listen, like Wentz was a one-hit wonder. He was a Jamarcus Russell. It is what it is. All right.
That's
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, we don't like we're approaching it from the perspective of we feel like Wentz still has a lot to offer, right?
Mhm.
But at the same time, we won't really know until maybe 2-3 years down the line. We're like, okay, yeah, he couldn't do anything no matter where he went. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like honestly, if I most likely Hurts is going to finish this season out. And honestly, if Hurts does well for the most part, if he continues to do what did what he did today, I really feel like Carson Wentz is knowing him. He's not knowing him, but he's I just feel like he's going to ask for a trade for his better interest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel, even if the team probably was going to let them battle, I just feel like he's you know what I need a fresh start. I just need a clean slate. You guys clearly don't either want me here or you guys are incapable of doing what's best for me. You know what I mean? I don't know, but
and to
I wouldn't be surprised.
remember, I was texting you all the Chiefs game. You saw what happened. You saw what Miami did. They brought pressure, and what's his name took a 30-yard sack.
30-yard sack. I ain't seen that in a while.
Because this is the thing, though. Yes, he's let off the hook. He's low-key let off the hook. I mean, it was a bad taking sack. I would never agree with that. But it's like, yes, he took in the sack. But when you have, think of it like this. If Curry shoots from the logo, his coach is not going to sit and he misses. His coach is not going to yell at him because he knows he can hit them. He can hit that.
Right.
But if it's like if Joel Embiid or Dwight Howard shoots from the logo, it's something different. Because they know they're not capable. That's what I feel like the Chiefs fans and the media understands that. When Wentz rolls out the pocket and just throw the ball away trying to make a play, you have to understand the reason why is because he can make those plays. That's the difference. Now, the whole thing was both Patrick Mahomes' picks, both of them, both of his picks came from pressure. If you look at the stats, they were counted as QB hurry / pressure. So my whole thing is, if the greatest quarterback in this league as of right now for this year, the last couple of years, last 2 years, can't do it, what makes you think this guy can? Carson Wentz guy. Now, and then people are gonna say, "Oh, well, Hurts did it. That doesn't mean Hurts is better than Mahomes."
Right.
Mahomes is not a scrambling quarterback. If Mahomes is
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
can scramble.
He can, but he's an improviser. Like he's a what's the word I'm looking for? He's not a scramble quarterback. He's just mobile. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows how to move. Like Donovan McNabb, he wasn't necessarily a scrambling quarterback, but he knew how to move. He knew how to get out of the way.
Exactly my point. So, and that's kind of how Wentz was in 2017. He wasn't a scrambling quarterback, but if he needed to, he can move. Because then, like a quarter after, Patrick Mahomes juked like 3 people and then threw a sidearm pass. So then my whole point is, but look what Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy did. They changed everything because they were doing fake screens and then turn back around and fake it, and then that's how the picks came. And they realized, okay, our offensive line is not holding up long enough for us to run these long developing plays. Let's run slants.
Right.
Let's sweeps to. That's what we did not do for Carson, and that's the difference between a great coach like Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid and then Press Taylor and Doug. There's levels. I mean. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got as of right now.
No, I feel you, Infamous. Like, we got so much to really dissect from this game. Like, and, so much is going to really come out as the week, progresses. Things about, what was their thinking throughout the game. And, in the post-game press conferences, we got so many things really to dissect, just, coming off the heat of the game. It's just at the end of the day, it feels good to win.
Yeah,
feels good, feels good to, to be able to go into a Monday, with some positivity. At the end of the day, we still got some unanswered questions, but, regardless, I'm grateful for you coming on, showing love to the content. As always, my guy, you're always welcome here, man.
Appreciate
it. I'm gonna get the Young Buck Brayton on next, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm definitely staying for that one.
Definitely.
All right, now I'll talk to you.
All right, bro. Be safe. The young brother, Brayden, was goody. What's goody? Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
I feel like we pulled off a miracle in Philadelphia.
Bro, fam, I'm with you on that. No, I didn't think we could do it, if I'm being honest. But go ahead.
I thought we would lose. Like, I'm being completely honest. But Jalen Hurts is a franchise quarterback, and we saw it in that game. First of all, Zach Ertz play was horrible. That was a catch. That was a freaking catch.
That was a catch.
What the heck?
That was a catch.
Are the refs blind?
Yo, when he caught it, you saw his toes literally just dragging the entire time, and they still like it was obvious for me. I don't understand. Like it just I didn't get it. But Brayden, man, Jalen Hurts, he played a pretty good game, man. His legs were amazing.
Jalen Hurts was the second QB to rush for over 100 yards in his first game besides Lamar Jackson in a long time, I'm pretty sure. And,
right, man.
And like in fame, and like 2K said, he said that Patrick Mahomes is like not really like a scrambler. He can scramble if he wants to, and he can get good yards off that. But he's not like Lamar. He's more of a pocket passer and a deep threat passer.
I feel you, man. How do you feel about Jalen Reagor? I feel like Jalen Reagor had a pretty good day, man. I feel like
that pass in the first quarter was pretty good. He ran down the sidelines, and that 84-yard run by Miles Sanders.
Bro,
Let's talk about
Miles Sanders. It's about time. Like,
and that's why we gotta run the ball, because things like that can happen. Off the stiff arm, I knew it was over. I knew that we would have scored, and the game got close at the end.
Very close, and I feel like we let that game get too close, man. Mm-hmm. We just got to a point where we kind of took our foot off the gas. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And do you think? As a matter of fact,
on Reagor looks slower than he does in college? Yeah, he does. He looks a lot slower because in college you could see him outrun one of the fastest players in the league if he wanted to. But now he looks a lot slower. That could have been a touchdown. And
Right. Hey, Braden, do you think we got that onside kick? Like, do you think that onside kick was really us? Because I ain't gonna lie, it looked skittish.
yeah, it looked like the onside kick. Do you think like we ripped it out of the hands when it was already down?
Yeah, man. I was so nervous.
Because the Saints was right there when we had it. Like right there. They were like inches away when we had it. They were like, I think they got it, but I think it was either like, I don't know, but somebody pulled it out. I don't know who came up with it. And yeah, and that interception, Duke Riley had the best game he had in his whole
career.
Yeah.
He had the best game. He had a sack. You know, he had a
interception. Forgot about that one. And then Josh Sweat.
Josh Sweat. Look, family. Josh Sweat was off the charts.
Josh Sweat was so good this game.
Big time. You know, like everybody put. You know, it's wild that we had all those injuries happen at that one time. It's so unrealistic. It's hard to believe, man.
And our linebacker core is pretty. I think, in my opinion, they're actually pretty underrated. Duke Riley and Alex Singleton could be really is okay. I'm gonna be honest.
You know what? I feel like those guys are. It's not that they're bad. It's just that they only do certain things well, and you know, and when certain teams take advantage of what they don't do well, you know, they get exploited. For example, Alex Singleton. Remember Alex Singleton gave up that touchdown at the end to Jared Cook. Alex Singleton is a good run support, a linebacker. He's good at reading the line of scrimmage, but when it comes to actually playing coverage, Alex Singleton is really not that good.
And like on the I don't know what linebacker it was. I think it might have been TJ Edwards, but on that Chase Claypool touchdown at the end of the game in the Steelers game, he had that the linebacker was on coverage, and that's just disrespect because Chase Claypool, I think, is either one or two in the top receivers in the draft class last year. The top rookie, one of the top rookies this year. So I think that was just we should have put cornerback or safety. And
listen, you know what you're talking about. Go ahead, keep going.
And that 22-yard field goal, that was like.
How do you do that?
And listen, my dad was like, he's gonna miss it. It's too close for him. And he missed it.
You know what, Brady, man, you got a good point, dog. It just seemed like it was too close for him. But thank you so much for coming on to the live stream, little man.
Hear it off the upright. I could literally hear it.
Yo, you heard it. You heard it too, right?
Yeah, doink off the upright.
Fam, I don't know, but Braden, thank you so much for coming on, man. We got to get some other people onto the live stream. Thank you so much for coming on, bro. You always come through, show me love, and you support me, and I thank you. I thank you, man.
At 1 mil by now, at least.
Right. I'm trying, man. I'm trying, but you know I can't get there without you. Keep locking in with me, bro. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. You take care, all right, and be safe.
Peace.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Got my man Eagles Nat. What's going on? What's going on, family? Talk to me. What's on your mind? How do you feel about the game?
Whoa. You see, Super Mario Cruz, but I changed my channel name and my name on here. But I'm surprised. And I kept telling my dad that Jalen Hurts is really good. I think he's better than Wentz, and he will do way better against the Saints. But I don't think he believed me because he's like he just started and he's a rookie. And I'm really surprised we beat a 10-2 team. If we're gonna lose to a team with a worse record, how are we gonna beat a 10-2 team?
I don't know, man. Like it's crazy.
And I think us putting in Hurts, best decision ever. And and I don't get why Fulgham is dropping all these passes when he gets the ball to him.
Well, Fulgham hasn't. Well, if we're being honest, Fulgham didn't have a target today. He didn't get targeted not one time today. So,
Yeah, but
um,
in the other games, he's when like in the Packers game, we could have
good
stayed in
point.
that game if he didn't drop that. You see, cause Jeffrey's taking snaps away from him, but
I
he's
agree.
still getting the ball. But when he gets the ball, it's like the ball's not even there, and it's just a person colliding into something. Cause the ball's right there in the Packers game, right there. He doesn't even try and reach out. He just stays there, standing.
Yeah, man. Like, we have like this, like Hurts doing well. And also, we got 7 people in the live stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure y'all like and share the stream. I'd be grateful for that. But Eagles Net, man, like it's really crazy because we're in a real weird situation as an organization. We don't know who's going to be our starting quarterback for the future. If we're being completely honest, we know we gave once all this money, but at the end of the day, Hurts looks really good. I can't act like he doesn't look good, man. And on top of that, the defense played so well, man. And we still got a lot of moves that we need to make. I still believe we need to move on from a handful of veterans. Geez, man, this was just a hell of a game to watch, man. A hell of a game to watch.
And when we started off 17-0, that reminded me of one game.
The Panthers game, right?
No, one game, week 1, Carson Wentz starter.
Yep.
Washington. How do you start off 0-17 and lose?
I feel you, man. And Jalen Hurts almost fumbled the bag. Let's be honest, Jalen Hurts almost screwed it up, but he managed to close out the game.
Yeah, he fumbled that ball, but I didn't even care because he fumbled that, because all we'd have to do is nail the ball 2 times and we win.
Well, before that, I mean, at the end of the day, we allowed that team to get back into the game, right? And we were up again, like you said, 17-0. We should have never let them get that close. We should have kept putting points on the board. Jake Elliott was missing field goals. So, a lot of things should have happened and a handful of things should have never happened. But, at the end of the day, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that we won, man. Thank you so much, Eagles Nat. I'm gonna get the next guy up on the live stream. Thank you so much for coming on, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you.
But I got one more thing.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just watching the Eagles post game, and I was watching Philly 500's thing, and when I was watching the post game on the Eagles channel, and then Doug Peterson did not want to answer if Hurts was going to be the starter. Obviously, he has to be the starter against the Cardinals.
Obviously, right? Obviously, it's not a question.
2.0. He's McNabb 2.0.
And also, remember, we almost forgot. Hurts almost threw a pick 6.
Yeah, he nearly threw that.
Oh, that was scary. That would have changed everything.
Yeah, because I was watching Philly 500's live, and then I heard that Hurts was about to. There was a dropped pick 6. I was like, "Oh my God, we are so lucky. We're so lucky."
Man, lucky is the perfect word. But thank you so much for coming on, man. Thank you so much. You always welcome to the live stream, bro. So come back anytime. All right.
Okay, bye.
All right, take care, man. Be safe. Lindy Endzone, what's going on, family? Thank you so much for coming on to the live stream, man. Talk to what's on your mind, dog. This game was hella intense.
What's up, Tone? Good to see you again, man. Since the last stream,
man.
I think you had with Philly Fresh. That was cool. That was cool.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
I just got the box score up on the laptop right now, just going over what happened here. I mean, I'm glad we won this game because I picked the Saints to win 24-14, and for a minute there, that's what the score was. If Hurts doesn't fumble the ball. I mean, right. My score prediction was looking good, but not in the favor of the Eagles, obviously. But I got mixed emotions right now, man. Just
right. It's like you want to be happy, you want to be, we got to, this game, like you said, it's good to win, but we got to calm down because our problems are bigger.
Yeah, it's rough because it's like it's not even about the draft pick to me right now because we got some big time organizational decisions to make here. Doug Peterson's coaching for his job, and he's got a good narrative going. I mean, he takes He takes a rookie quarterback making his first start against the number one defense in football. They upset the Saints, so and it's looking good in his favor at the moment. But where I am personally is with how this game was called. Why did it take almost 14 weeks to have this many design rollouts for Jalen Hurts? All these mesh concepts on offense, but you see the tight ends working over the middle. You see some of the wide receivers sitting in soft spots in the coverage on defense. I mean, you see these sweeps. You see these sweeps with Quez and Jalen Rager. You see Miles Sanders working over. Like
It seemed
all
like
this,
Doug
all
found
this.
a whole, it seemed like Doug
I
found
know.
an extra page in the you know what?
All this.
It seemed like Doug found an extra page in the playbook, right?
Yeah. All this creativity, like where was this when your franchise quarterback needed help the most? Like where was this to help him engage and get in a rhythm? I mean, the best I've seen Carson been in a rhythm was probably against the 49ers. Like he was very good that game. That was probably the game with the most rollouts I've seen. He was surgical in his passes, some tight windows, but that's how you maintain rhythm with a quarterback. And but credit to Doug Peterson, he did that with Jalen Hurts tonight. The Eagles now don't get this misconstrued.
But it's just
we still passed the ball 30 times. We rushed it 36. But Jalen Hurts accounted for 18 of those 36 rushes. So he accounted for half. So if you take that
design passes, right?
Yes.
Right. Design passes.
So if you take the designed runs out for Jalen Hurts and if you take his carries out, the Eagles only ran the ball 18 times to 30 passes. So there's still an issue in there with Doug's play calling. I mean, I didn't agree with the fourth down attempt where you're trying to sneak Jalen Hurts. Yeah, the offensive line didn't get a push, but I don't see you having as good of a percentage with converting that with Jalen Hurts as you do with Carson Wentz, who's a bigger body guy that can, move his weight better than Jalen Hurts can.
I agree. That quarterback sneak was definitely I would have never did that. Like you said, for the exact reasons you brought up.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz is a much bigger body. It just made zero sense in my opinion. There were moments where I was looking at Doug like, dog, what are you doing? But Hurts, let's be honest. Hurts' legs bailed out this. Hurts' legs was the wild card this entire game. He made certain things look a little bit easier than when Wentz would have did it. One of the bigger things that that hasn't been discussed yet is the fact that Hurts took advantage of the routine things, the simple things. The dump offs to the running backs. You know what I'm saying? Throwing to the tight ends on the flat, or just the bailout routes. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of the things. He did a lot of the routine things that Wentz for some reason screws up. You know what I'm saying?
And I think the for those that watched the game, and I obviously a lot of us watched the football game, if we remember to what the commentators during the live broadcast were, what they were saying, and I think this points out a lot of Carson's struggles. Jalen Hurts plays faster as a quarterback, and I think if Carson can be a bit quicker, especially not even just going through one read, saying nothing's there and just bailing out. But if he's just quicker with his decisions and, being in the moment, I think that would have benefited Carson a lot better. But I don't want this. I don't want any of this misconstrued. Yeah, Jalen Hurts did what he needed to do. But if you watch this football game, it was an entire team effort. The Saints were getting the Saints were getting pressure up. The Saints were getting pressure on our offensive line, but a lot of it was just using a guy that we decided not to pay, Malcolm Jenkins. I mean, how many times was he back there, just taking advantage?
At least Malcolm Jenkins was back there. At least I counted at least 3 or 4 times. He blew us up quite often.
Oh yeah, I did like it when Miles Sanders. Malcolm was the last one to beat, and Miles Sanders just gave him that nice stiff arm for the 81-yard touchdown.
That was Malcolm.
Malcolm was the last guy he needed to beat. He just gave him a stiff arm to the face. Yeah, I liked it a lot. And that was the 4th longest run in franchise history. Miles Sanders has that. So good for him. I'm happy for him.
He deserves that because he doesn't get the ball enough for me. You
No,
know,
he
I feel like
don't.
Miles Sanders is like he's
No.
a Swiss Army knife. He gives me Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey vibes. And I
Yep.
feel like if we really had the right guy calling plays and drawing up our plays, we would have Miles Sanders doing so many different things.
Yeah.
So many different things.
Hey, Frank Reich, he put up 44. He put up another 40-point game today on the Raiders. Yeah, they manhandled the Raiders 44-27. I don't know, but it is what it is. I mean, yeah, again, Miles Sanders had under 15 carries again. I mean, it's just when you got who's arguably the best offensive player in your team, when you got him being underutilized, that just limits the rest of the offense and just puts more responsibility on the quarterback to execute what he needs to do. But and I'm saying quarterback, not directed to Carson or Jalen Hurts. But I'm just talking about a football standpoint. But yeah, I mean, but it is what it is. The referees weren't great either. Zach Ertz, that was a catch. I don't know how you don't see that. They missed. It was a catch, a full extension. I mean,
all the way,
where was
all the way through. He had control all the way through.
Full extension. It was crazy. I mean, they missed that. They blew the challenge. There was a blatant delay of game on the Saints that they missed, an offensive pass interference on Michael Thomas. But again, we did get away with.
Do you think we got that onside kick?
It looked to me that, and I agree with the announcers. They were saying that Jalen Mills and Duke Riley were at the bottom of the pile trying to fight for the ball, and it looked like at the last second that Duke had his right arm and he was trying to curl the football away from the Saints player. So I don't know. It could have gone either way, but there was no challenges that were allowed at the time. So I mean. Saints fans, honestly, they got nothing to complain about because both teams got away with calls, and it just is what it is in the NFL at times.
I agree, man. There were calls. There were face masks missed all day.
Yeah.
We got away with on one of the sacks. I believe it was Hargrave's sack. He actually hit Taysom Hill in the helmet with his hand. And, normally they call that. It was like because it kind of went across his face mask. So I don't know, man. Like you said, both teams got away with some things. Honestly,
it was a team effort.
It was a team effort all the way through. All the way
through. The offensive line, man. I don't know.
Like Greg Ward returning punts. I still don't like Greg Ward returning punts.
No.
That got to change ASAP because he's back there. Like for example, it was one punt that he let bounce and it went back to like.
I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated. He did the same thing. What game was it where he did the same thing? I can't remember. It was the game where Carson was sacked for a safety that Greg allowed them to get pinned back on like the 1 yard line. I forget what game that was. Was it Seattle? Yeah, it was the Seattle game. Greg Ward let another punt go all the way to the 1 yard line because Seattle they were able to pin us down. And you gotta just go for the football, man. Just go for it. But I'm worried. I'm worried how this defense is going to look moving forward. Darius Slay is hurt again. Avonte Maddox is hurt again. When's TJ Edwards coming back?
Is it me or did it seem like Slay aged these past 3 weeks?
I don't know if I want to be 100% on that because for like the last 3 or 4 weeks we've been continuing to put him out there when he's not 100%. Like he's only had at least a week. He's had really less than a week to recuperate, but at the same time it's on the players to be able to rehabilitate when they're at NovaCare. But at the same time, it's just like he's the only outside corner we got right now. Michael Jaquetta's hurt. We got Seymour trying to make plays out there. I think Alex Singleton balled out really well. I had no complaints on him whatsoever. He should be a starting linebacker going into next year. Granted, if we don't do anything in the draft, he should start at linebacker. I like him and TJ Edwards. They have a little bit of a opposite dynamic to them. They're both not great in pass coverage as a linebacker, but every time I see the opponent run the ball, Alex Singleton is just in there. He's in the gap, man. Like That's what that kind of execution and reliability from the linebacker position. That's what you want.
Right. He reacts
You
to the
know,
ball very well, very well.
yeah,
And
he
you know, I
did.
gotta be honest, all these injuries, man. You know,
It sucks.
watching the young guy get burnt on that deep ball from Emmanuel Sanders. I forget his name, but we're missing Will Parks, man. We're missing
I
Will.
think it's
That was a bad move letting go Will Parks. You know, that's my
it
main
was
point.
Seymour.
Yeah, Seymour.
Yeah, it was
like,
Seymour. But if it's like if the corners sometimes if I don't know what it is with Marquand Manuel or Jim Schwartz or whoever it is with how the corners play. And I seen Alex Singleton do it on when he got bullied by Jared Cook for the touchdown. Alex Singleton played the ball. Like if we could at least see some of these corners play the ball, because if Seymour played the ball on that throw from Taysom Hill for the touchdown, if he played the ball, he had enough space to at least try and deflect it. If you're going to show me a little bit of effort instead of just going for the tackle and hoping that the receiver drops it, I want to at least see you be a bit more aggressive and trying to battle at the catch point so your opponent doesn't make a grab in the end zone.
Sure, 100%, man. Like that's one of my biggest gripes with this Eagles defensive backs group. It seems like no one's ever truly playing the ball. You know, there were so many times where we saw cornerbacks not turning their head. You know, DBs not turning their head, look at the ball. It's every week. You know, we just never turn our head to play the ball, and I think I put that on Jim Schwartz. You know, I think Jim Schwartz has got these guys doing that because this is something like this goes beyond Marquand Manuel. Marquand Manuel got here this year. You know, they were doing this for the past 3 or 4 years. You know, weren't really playing the ball. They were just watching the body, and we don't really and based off of us, we don't really make too many. We don't make too many plays like that. We just don't. We allow big plays to happen.
I mean, we have what 4 interceptions on the year. 4.
Bro. Right. And then the Super Bowl year, we had like 16, 17 interceptions. Like, it was insane, bro. It was insane. But, listen, Lindy Endzone, I'm so grateful for you coming on, showing my channel love, man.
Yeah, of course.
Love it. I appreciate you, man. Like, this season is one for the books. I tell you that, man.
That's far from over. It's far from over. But how's Will Parks doing? He had himself a game. I don't understand it. I don't. 6 tackles, a sack, tackle for loss, fumble recovery. I don't get it, man. You can't. You bring these players in. you don't know what you got until you play them. Like, come on, Jim.
That's why that's why I got to get on Doug and Jim a lot because we have so many guys come through this building that have talent, have skill, but they're just not being used either properly or at all. And next thing you know, they go somewhere else and they're just flying here, doing this, doing that. And it's like, bro, at what point will we ever find a diamond in the rough? We found one, and you know what happened? We benched it for a dinosaur, and then the dinosaur gets a touchdown. And all of a sudden, people are happy, like, "Oh yeah, Jeffrey, yeah, I told you I still had it." Bro, let's be honest, man. Like,
I would really love to know Travis Fulgham's snap count for this game. When it comes out, I would really love to know.
I was looking for him all day, all day. I saw him out there maybe one time. He didn't have a target.
I think he was out there a couple of times on the goal line, just leaving blocks for Miles Sanders. I think he was out there on the one touchdown, and that's about it. It's ridiculous, man.
It is ridiculous.
But,
But, again, man, thank you so much for coming on to the live stream, my guy. You're always more than welcome, man.
Yes,
you
sir.
take care. Happy holidays, my guy.
You too, man. Appreciate it.
Sir. Everybody, you guys, listen. This has been an interesting season. We got so much going on. We don't know who our bona fide quarterback is. Our coach can't take his head out of his butt. The GM makes terrible decisions. Again, I'm happy that Hurts was able to prove that he's capable of playing in this NFL. He played 4 quarters of solid football for the most part. He didn't turn the ball over until that boneheaded fumble. And to be honest, I don't think we should have never ran that ball in the first place. But again, I'm grateful that we were able to make the moves that we did, and we were able to have. It was a total team effort. This team was just flying to the ball left and right, man. And we just can't act like it wasn't. You know, we got 5 people on the live stream, and I'm so good for you guys. I'm so grateful for you guys for coming here and showing me love, man. These Eagles, they have been it's been wild, to say the least, man. It's been a wild season, but you know, that's all I really have for you guys right now. I just wanted to go on live just to get y'all thoughts real quick. I'm about to hop on some other live streams, call in, to spill my guts and share my thoughts, man. But again, you guys, I'm so grateful you guys came on, to kick it with me. I'm so grateful these Eagles won, and I'm grateful for that, man. Let's just keep it real. I'm so grateful for that. I love you guys so much. Y'all take care. Y'all was tuned into the live stream. We're chalking up. I'm your humble host, Tone. This show's the second. Where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. One love, y'all. Fly Eagles fly.